Part 1. The Core of Heru. What if I told you one of the oldest gods in history isn't just a king, but a cosmic force? Before the pyramids rose, before hieroglyphics etched stories in the stones, there was Heru, the falcon soaring above Kemet's sky, the distant one who watches from above. Let's rewind time and meet the god who ruled the heavens. Heru, known as Horus, comes from the ancient word Her, meaning the distant one or he who is above. This isn't just a fancy way of calling him a sky god, it is a statement about perspective, balance, and cosmic oversight. Heru is the watcher, the falcon with the sun on his back, who surveys both the mortal world and the eternal stars. But Heru isn't one god, he's a tapestry of forms and meaning. Heru saw Aset, the son of Asar and Aset, the avenger whose story of justice and vengeance would echo across the millennium. Heru the elder, predating Osiris' story, symbolizing kingship and the divine right to rule. Heru Deti, the falcon-headed guardian of the midday sun, whose image is carved into the walls at Edfu, where he defends Ra's solar bark from chaos. Heru Makhet, the watcher of the horizon, forever linked to the landscape of Kemet, standing guardian over Giza. Each form isn't a mass, it's a reflection of cosmic principles, birth and death, order and chaos, light and shadow. Heru is the balance. Picture the dawn over the desert sands, the sun peeking over the horizon. Picture the great image of Heru, staring down at the ages. Picture the falcon's silhouette soaring above the morning sky. When you see the images, you see Heru's eternal watchful gaze. He's more than myth. He is the thread connecting the heavens to the world below. But Heru's story isn't just about avenging a murdered father. Before the battles, before the revenge, there was another side of Heru, a cosmic king ruling far before Osiris fell. Next time you join us, we'll uncover the lost tales of Heru, the king of the two horizons. I hope to see you on part 2 as we dig deeper into Heru. Before Heru became the avenger of his father, there existed tales of a cosmic king, a guardian of the sky, and a healer of the people. Let's journey into the lesser known narratives of Heru, the god who watched over the world long before the rise of Asar. In the earliest myths, Heru or Horus the Elder, was a primordial deity embodying the sky itself. His eyes represent the sun and the moon, casting light upon the world and maintaining the balance of day and night. The ancient portrayal predates Asarian Saga, or Osiris' tale, positioning Heru as the sovereign of the cosmos, a protector of the Nasuts, and a symbol of divine order. Heru's connection to the sun's journey is profound. As Ra Harakti, he personifies the sun's passage from the east to the western horizon. This duality signifies rebirth and renewal, with Heru guiding the sun through the sky by day and defending it against chaos during the nightly voyage through the underworld. Beyond his celestial duties, Heru was revered as a healer. Ancient spells and texts depict him as a protector against venomous creatures, invoking his power to cure scorpion stings and snake bites. This aspect highlights his role in safeguarding not just the realm of the gods, but also the well-being of humanity. These early tales paint Heru as a multifaceted deity, king, guardian, and healer. But destiny had far more in store. Next, we're going to delve into the epic struggle between Heru and Set, a battle that would define the fates of the gods and the very fabric of the cosmic order. So join us for part 3 as we get into the contending of Heru and Set. Now, it was more than a family feud. Heru's battle against Set wasn't about revenge. It was a clash of cosmic principles. Order versus chaos, light versus shadow. This is the story of the contending of Heru and Set. After Asar's murder and dismemberment, Heru, the son of Asar, and Aset stood as the rightful heir to the kingdom of Kemet. But Set, Asar's brother, claimed kingship through brute force. The Enid, Kemet's Counsel God, was called a judge, and a series of contests began. Now, these were no ordinary trials. They ranged from boat races to debates to transformations, each testing Heru's worthiness and Set's cunning. Heru's eye was gouged out in a battle, a symbol of chaos wounding truth, but it was restored, becoming the iconic Eye of Heru. And this wasn't just a myth. This struggle mirrored the balance of nature, the fight between drought and flood, between rebellion and order. It was a political allegory, the rightful heir battling usurpers, a story as old as dynasties themselves. In the end, after trials and setbacks, Heru triumphed. Set was defeated, not through brute force alone, but through resilience and the support of the other gods. Heru's victory wasn't personal, it was the restoration of Ma'at, the principle of balance and justice. And the story didn't just end there. Now that Heru stood victorious, it was time to examine the tools and symbols that made him more than a hero, that made him a god. Power, symbols, and sacred tools. What makes a god? Power isn't just about brute force, it's about symbols, relics, and the hidden meaning they carry. Heru's tools and forms are keys to understanding the true meaning. The Eye of Heru, or Ujet, isn't a fancy tattoo design, it's a symbol of protection, healing, and restored order. When Set tore out Heru's eye, it represented chaos's attempt to blind truth. But then it was restored, it became a beacon of resilience. It is still used today in jewelry, art, and amulets, a symbol of health and balance. Now, Heru's falcon form represented the sky, vision, and divine oversight. His wings aren't just for show. They symbolize far-reaching sight and swift justice. The double crown, merging upper and lower Kemet, signifies his role as a unifier of the land and the cosmic order. Now, Heru's weapons, spears, swords, and solar discs, represent his active role in maintaining order. They aren't tools of conquest, but symbols of protection, ensuring chaos never overtakes creation. But no god stands alone. Heru's story is one of love, counsel, and divine alliances, and we'll dig deeper into that part in part 5, so I'll see you there. Part 5, Allies, Lovers, and Counsel. Now, behind every great king stands a circle of allies and a partner whose love brings balance. And Heru was no different. His relationships reveal not strategy, but also heart. Aset. Aset wasn't just his mother. She was his strategist. From hiding him in the marshes as a child to providing him spells and wisdom, Aset's role shaped Heru's journey. Then Thoth, the ibis-headed god of knowledge, advised Heru during his trials. His counsel helped Heru navigate the complex battles of wit and power, ensuring victory through strategy, not just might. Heru's consort was Hathor, goddess of love and joy. This union wasn't just romantic, it symbolized cosmic balance. Sky meets earth, masculine meets feminine, justice meets joy. Their bond was celebrated in Adfu with temple rituals, reinforcing their divine harmony. With love and allies by his side, Heru's triumph was inevitable. But how did his victory reshape the world? Well, let's explore that in the next part, the rise of the Falcon King. The triumph and kingship. Now, Heru's victory wasn't just personal, it was the restoration of cosmic order. Now let's witness the crowning of the Falcon King. After long trials, Heru's victory over Set was complete. The gods, witnessing his courage and wisdom, awarded him the Kingship of Kemet. Set was exiled, restoring order, balance, justice, and truth to the world. And Heru was crowned with the double crown, symbolizing the unification of upper and lower Kemet. His reign wasn't just justice, it was a template for all Nasuts to come. Each ruler claimed descent from Heru, carrying his mantle as the living Horus, or the living Heru. But Heru's story wasn't just written in myths, it was carved in stone, sung in hymns, and celebrated in temples. So let's explore his earthly legacy in the next session, part 7. Temples, hymns, and worship. Heru's story echoed through temples and rituals for a millennium. His name was not just spoken, it was sung, etched, and worshipped. Edfu, Kom-Ombo, and Nekhen were centers of Heru's worship. Edfu Temple reenacted his battle with Set, with priests playing roles, reminding everyone of the eternal struggle between order and chaos. From pyramid texts to daily temple hymns, Heru was celebrated as the slayer of chaos, protector of Ra, and the uniter of the two lands. Incantations invoked his strength and protection. But gods don't stand still. Let's see how Heru evolved over the centuries, from the Old Kingdom to modern times, in Part 8, Evolution Through Time. Part 8, Evolution Through Time. Heru was not static. He evolved, absorbing new roles, merging with new deities, and crossing cultural boundaries. Heru shifted from a cosmic sky god in the Old Kingdom to the Avenger in the Osiris Saga. His image adapted to political changes, always reflecting the needs of his people. In later eras, he was fused with Ra, Apollo, and other solar deities. His falcon was spread into Hellenistic art, while Kemetic rulers used his image to claim divine legacy. As temples fell, Heru's symbols, especially the eye, survived in folk beliefs and talismans, blending into Coptic and Islamic protection practices. And from temples to tattoos, from ancient spells to social movements, Heru's story is far from over. And we'll explore what his modern influences are in our next part, Part 9, Modern Resonance and Hidden Truths. Heru's eye still watches. His legacy isn't trapped in ancient stones. It lives in us, in symbols, stories, and movement. The eye of Heru appears in jewelry, tattoos, and art, a symbol of protection, health, and insight. But how many know the story behind that eye? Now, Heru has been embraced by Pan-African movements as a symbol of resilience, power, and African heritage. His story, once buried by colonial erasure, now claims its victory. New Age circles often borrow Heru's symbol without understanding its depth, stripping away its history. It's time to reconnect with the real story, the cosmic struggle of order against chaos, of truth against deception. Heru isn't a god of the past. He is a reminder that justice, truth, and balance aren't relics, they are living principles. His story calls us to be vigilant, to stand for order in a world teetering on chaos, and the falcon still flies.